my channel. Chanel Temple here. Today I'm talking all about our ambient lighting collection, some of the most unique, beautiful, and flattering powders on the market. Nobody has been able to compare. They tried, but they just can't quite do it. So I'll go through each individual powder, why I love them, how I use them, and give you some tips and tricks. So keep on watching. So our ambient lighting collection is made up of 6 universally flattering finishing powders. They're gonna finish your complexion, and they're all mimicking very specific different types of light. We use a technology called photoluminescent technology, and what that's doing is capturing and diffusing light on the skin. And these micron-sized color-correcting particles just look beautiful. I know that's a lot of information, but at the end of the day, your skin just looks radiant and glowy and smoothed, and it blurs any imperfections. So I'm gonna go in and show you how I use all 6. My ultimate favorite is diffused light. This is meant to mimic that morning light glow on the skin. So I'm gonna be taking my ambient edit brush. I'm gonna take the tapered end, taking diffused, and I'm just gonna go around my nose and under my eye to brighten. This has a little bit of a yellow undertone, so it's great to cancel out and literally diffuse any redness in the skin. And then for all over finishing powder, I'm gonna mix dim and diffused. Dim is actually our most popular shade. It is beautiful on everyone. It literally just kind of blurs and softens the makeup. But on me, if I use it all over, it does kind of warm me up a little too much, so I like to literally mix the two and just dust all over using my #1 powder brush. So I'm getting kind of the best of both worlds, but it's working for my skin tone. And you'll notice as I do this, they are subtle. It's not these crazy dramatic differences, but I do find in photos, my skin just looks so much more smooth. It literally does look like an Instagram filter. And I get compliments all the time about my skin when I'm wearing these. So that makes me happy. People aren't complimenting my makeup, they're complimenting my skin. Key. All right, the next one that I'm gonna use is actually what the entire collection was inspired by. We don't tell this story too often on social, but our CEO and founder, Carissa Janes, her mom actually used to light her house with pink light bulbs. And to her, she thought that was normal until she asked her mom a little bit more about it. And that was her most flattering light. Pink lighting, she felt, made her just look her most beautiful. So that really inspired this collection about finding your perfect light. So it could be kind of a more lavender pink lighting. It could be that morning light glow, or it could be all 6. Mood light, I'm actually gonna be using right on my cheeks. I love this on light complexion as kind of a blush or a blush enhancement. On someone who has more of a medium to deep complexion, it's beautiful all over. It just gives this really nice warmth to the skin. But you can see on me, it does look like a proper blush. Subtle, but it does give color. And then I'm gonna go in with Luminous light. This definitely does have more luminosity than the other 3 I've already used. This is gonna mimic a candlelit glow on the skin. I have so many people I know that use it all over and dust it everywhere. I'm gonna kind of be more strategic and place it in areas I want highlight. Using my ambient brush, I'm just gonna kind of go on the tops of my cheekbones, a little dust on the forehead, center of my nose, a little on my chin. You can see the glow and luminosity it gives the skin. It's super, super pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with Radiant Light. This is the deepest of the collection. So for a more deep skin tone, you can wear this all over as a beautiful finishing / setting powder. For me, I'm gonna kind of focus really more to kind of softly contour and add some warmth. You can see they have such a softness and texture. They don't look heavy. So if you do feel like maybe your foundation got heavy-handed or your bronzer or blush or whatever, these can help soften that out. Really good for eyeshadow too. If you feel like you're doing a smoky eye and it's just not blending the way you want, take an ambient powder and that'll really help soften the edges and kind of tone it down for you. And then for this one, I'm actually gonna use a brush, an eyeshadow brush, and go on my eyes. It just kind of brings the whole look together. It's super subtle and soft, but it gives just a little something. And I'm using a blending brush because I want it to be super diffused. I'm not using a more dense, kind of traditional eyeshadow brush. Perfect. That's already 5 powders, you guys, and I don't look like I'm caked up or layering so much product on my skin. That's what I love about Hourglass. I can layer and layer and layer and layer, or continue layering throughout the day, or touch up throughout the day, and I don't look like you can stick your finger through my face and get a full inch of product. It looks natural, and it makes me feel good about my skin and all that good stuff. All right, the last one is Ethereal Light. This is obviously the lightest of the collection. This is meant to mimic more of a moonlit glow. So I'm gonna put these two together because I know they can look sometimes confusing, but on camera I think you can see pretty well that Ethereal is definitely more of a cool undertone, and you get that bit more warmth with diffused. You can see the difference here. I like this one on fair complexions, of course, but I also like to kind of just dust in the center and under my eyes with this. So going back to my edit brush, I'm just gonna go through here, around my nose, and my eye. So it looks natural, but I just used all 6 ambient powders. Obviously, I'm really fair, so I'm using them. That works best for my skin tone. If you're deeper than me, which almost everyone is, you'll just wanna use them in more strategic placing. So a lot of these you probably would use all over. For me, it's gonna warm me up too much. That's why I mixed some of them. Use them on your eyes, use them all together, mix them, play with them. They're such beautiful, unique powders that I think can enhance any makeup look and just take it to the next level. So with these powders, there is no right or wrong way to use them. And what I love about it is I learn from you guys different tips and tricks that you use with them. So definitely comment below if there's a way you use them that I didn't mention. I love that, and I love learning different techniques with these. Thanks for watching. I know this was a quick and easy one, but I think people still get so confused on what you can do with these, and there's so many ways to use them. So get creative, have fun, and if you've never used them, you definitely need to pick up at least one ambient lighting powder. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.